Hi, I'm Plector and this is Plector Builds. And this video we are going to make the Tottenham Hotspur logo because I love Minecraft and I am a Tottenham Hotspur fan. And probably so are you because you found your way into this video here. And we are going to do it in 4 different sizes. We're going to do it in 16 by 16, 32 by 32, 64 by 64 and 128 by 128, which is huge, but there's a very good reason for making it that big, which I will show you in the end of the video. Okay, so let's start building this 16 by 16. It's actually 16 tall, not necessarily 16 wide. So I've made a stand for this Tottenham logo by using stone bricks, stairs, and anvils. And I'm going to place the logo on top of the anvils. You can use, of course, whatever you like and place the logo wherever you like. Start by counting 3 in, 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one we'll place a white because it's an anvil. I have to do shift click, and there we go. And next to that we're going to place another white one before we turn over to the red. And I'm using quartz blocks and blue concrete. Feel free to use whatever color you seem fit to this logo. But we are going to count to 6 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6 before we place another 2 quartz blocks. There we go. That's the first line. And on the second line, we will continue with 1 white before we turn our attention to the blue. Fill that up. Only 2 blue this time. And then we fill that up with more white. This, and we end up with white after 2 blue. Now we have, this is kind of the lettering, which won't be lettering, of course, because they're only blocks, and 16 by 16 will not give us any details. And on top of this, we will have 4 whites and 2 blue as a base for the ball, and another 4 whites. The Tottenham logo is based on a cockerel on top of a football. And as we can see, we are starting now with the football. I've used white as a stroke color, and then it's the ball, which has a white color, white lines in them, but we only manage 1 white block here in this 16 by 16 logo. So now we have some left place for the ball. Continue with the stroke, and then 2 more. 3, 4 blue, and then another white on top of that one. 1 more line of blue, another white, and now we have 2 whites and 2 blue, another 2 whites. Before we put 1 white, 1 blue, another blue, and 2 whites. Next up, we have 1 white here, another one here. Then we have 1 single blue and 2 whites. On the next line, we have 3 whites, 2 blue, and 1 white. And another one, in fact, so it's 2. On the next line, we are expanding the whites 1 out. So we have 2, 3, 4. 5 blue, white. Next line, there's a gap. We find it. 2 blue, and then a white in the middle. And we have 1, 2, 3 white, blue, and then white. So for this one, we have 1 white, another white, 1 single blue, another white, another white, another white, and single blue again. We end it with white. Top of that, we have 4 whites in a row, 1 blue, and then 2 whites. Top of that, we have 1 white, 2 blue, and 1 white. And on top of that, we can add white stroke. There we go. It's the Tottenham logo in a 16 high, not 16 width, because it's not necessary. And there we go. That's the Tottenham logo in a 16 by 16. We are going to make it in a 32 by 32 size, and I'm going to show you another option that we have. And behind me here we have woods, hilly woods. I'm going to use that to incorporate the Tottenham logo. In the size 32 by 32, I've used the hills and forest to produce a subtle look for the logo. As you can see behind me here, I've used wood types for incorporating the Tottenham Hotspur logo into the woods on this one here, and another one. Well, this one is more visible from the air, of course, depending on where you look at it from. And the other one here is made out of podsole and what's the name of it? It's glowstone, isn't it? And let's change the cycle of the day and night to night. Let's see. There we go. Ah, nice. Look at this. Glowstone logo is glowing nicely at the night time. Look at this. What a way to show off your colors at your survival server, playing with friends. This one is nice for the night. Incorporated into the forest. And of course you want to be able to build this, so here is the pattern for 32 by 32. Another option is to build the Spurs logo into a huge building, like a wall, or in a mountainside, in 64 by 64 size. So even huger, even bigger, huger. So with this 64 by 64 wall, we can build the Spurs logo. All right, what do you think about this? Using smooth quartz and blue stained glass with a little bit of sea lantern behind, this wall has become a glowing Tottenham Hotspur logo. Let's see, which can be seen from far away. And this time we got the letters in as well. And here you have the pattern for 64 times 64. And of course, feel free to pause the video whenever you want and go back to get the pattern that you need for this size. And as I said in the beginning of the video, you can even make it in 128 times 128. And I have done that, as you can see on the floor. And the thing with 128 times 128, that's the exact size of a Minecraft map. And if you take this and make it in the survival world, you can put it in a map. When you are over at your survival game, if it's a server or just a survival game, what you need to do is to find your map and you need to activate it, clicking right. And then you need to find the corner. And I placed just 3 cobblestone there to mark the corners when I found them. And that's where you start building your logo. From the bottom left of your logo, you found the corner. And then you can start building the logo, which will appear in the map when you're done. You can, of course, move the markers when you've done finding out where the map is lined up. And when you're done, it looks something like this on your map. Beautiful. And what you can do is take an item frame, put it up, and put your map on the item frame, and you've got a nice, beautiful map art like that. But if something changes on if you build something on the map, it will also change on the map here. So what you need to do is put a glass pane on the map inside a cartography table, which locks it, which means you can change this area to whatever you want. I should show that right. So now if I put something on it, it will update, and you can see now that these 2 blocks have been placed and they also appear on the map. But if I want to change this area, I still want my Tottenham Hotspur logo on this map art. Now, to get around this, you need a cartography table. And in there, you can put your map and also a glass pane, which locks it. And now, if you go back here and place whatever blocks you want, it will not show up here. However, if you do take a new map and activate it, you can see that that one is not locked and it will have those blocks in it. Go back to the locked one. They are not there. So by this, you can keep the art where you want it. Another trick is to copy this one. As many times as you want. Now I have as many as I want of this Tottenham logo map. Now I can do as whatever I want with this area here. I can make another logo, I can make different arts. And to make this Tottenham Hotspurs 128 by 128, you need this pattern right here. Feel free to pause the video, of course, whenever you need to, and go back as much as you need to. You've now seen 4 different ways to make and use 4 different sizes of the Tottenham logo in Minecraft. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please subscribe for more content like this.